Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at some affordable summer trends that look a bit more expensive than they actually are. Okay, everything is high. We know. Eggs cost $1,200. Gas is $15 a gallon. Rent, mortgage, everything. Car payments is through the roof. It's through the roof. Everything is very, very, very expensive. We understand that. We know it is very, very stressful. However, I think you still want to shop. You still want to look cute. You still want to get the pieces. You still want to be trendy. You know what I mean? Like you still want to feel good and look good and get dressed and like what you have on. I think there's a way to do it because I've been shopping. I shop online, I shop in store, and I know how it feels to find something like, ooh, that's cute. And then, so that is very distressing. It's disappointing. Nobody likes to feel like that. But I don't think you have to deny yourself all the time. I do think there is a way to still do it. I think you just have to figure out how. And that's what we're going to jump into in this video. I'm going to be looking down because I have notes. We're going to go through some things. Yes, we're still going to dupe looks. We're still going to look at who has what, show you the pieces, sizes, prices, etc. But we're going to lay things out a little bit differently so you can follow along and hopefully leave and be able to go shop. So first thing I think you need to do is you need to come up with a strategy. And for me, I think the strategy begins with figuring out who has what. Okay, so let me explain. You need to shop around. You need to look online. You need to look in stores. You need to check out influencers who you like on Instagram who post their outfits. If you see somebody out with something nice on, you need to stop them and ask them where they got it. You need to really know what's out there because I think a lot of people get stuck into, oh, this is where I go, this is where I shop, let me go look here. Broaden your horizons. You know what I mean? Like broaden your horizons, figure out what's out there and know who has what. Who has nice pants that are good quality, that are at a decent price that you can always, I can run in there and get me some pants, or I can go online and order me some pants. Who has nice dresses? Who has cute sandals? Who's going to give you some tops? So know who has what. I think that's step numero uno. Step number two, I think you need to really sit down and figure out your budget. And what I mean by budget is not necessarily, oh, I have this amount of money to spend on clothes. When I say budget, I'm speaking more of what it is you're willing to spend on what. So this is going to help you not be disappointed because if you know I'm not spending more than $80 for a pair of cute sandals, then once you figure out who has what, you will know you don't need to be shopping over here at this designer store's online website because all of their shoes start at $250. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean when I say budget. Figure out how much you're comfortable spending on each item, not as a whole, but on each item. Like, let me ask you, how much would you spend? What's the most you would spend for the perfect summer dress? The dress you're going to wear this summer and make heads turn, the dress you're going to have next summer, that dress you can always pull out. How much would you spend for that dress? You don't have to get it altered. The color is perfect. It looks great on your skin. The fabric is amazing. It's the perfect length. How much would you spend for that? So when I talk about budget, that's what I mean. And y'all tell me in the comments how much you would spend. You know what I mean? Because I think it can kind of help you try to hone in. You definitely also want to make sure you do that before you start shopping. And the next thing that you want to do, decide what you want and then pull the trigger. Figure out what it is you want. You've gotten who has what down. You know how much you're willing to spend. You got your money ready. Okay, now it's time to shop. You go in the store, you see the nice dress, you see the perfect sandals. Okay, I'm willing to spend this much. This is how much they cost. You know what? Boom. Pull the trigger. So I think those three steps are going to help you. One, you want to figure out who has what. Then you want to kind of hone in on your budget, what you're willing to spend, and also what you're not willing to spend. Then three, shop. Pick what it is you want, buy it. And then that's it, be done. The next thing is the fun part where you get to, style everything. When we gonna get to the good part? Y'all remember that song? When we gonna get to it? Y'all know it's always a song in my head. Moving on. Let's get into some cute summer looks. Musetopia offers trendy pieces curated by your favorite influencers. Love, love, love this top. Is like crocheted. It's yellow. It's racerback. Perfect for summer. It's lightweight. It has this gold detailing, which I think just gives it a pop. I added cargo pants, a cute bag. We have a whole look. These pants have this really comfortable elastic waist. I love that. I also really like the fact that they're like barrel cut. Very on trend, and you can dress these up or down. They are very, very versatile as well. I also love how much they flow every time you move. I love these as well. They're very, very, very much on trend. We've been seeing this style everywhere. The gold detailing on the top just adds a little something. The heel is also not too high, so you can wear it with skirts. You can also wear it with ankle cut pants, which are also super trending right now. So those are perfect. This little two-piece set, one of my faves. I love the floral print on the front. I think it just really screams summer vacation. It's actually a two-piece set that I tuck the top into the pants on to give it a look like a jumpsuit. So another way to make things a little more versatile. I was looking forward to styling this piece because it's a little edgy, but it's still very stylish. The light wash jeans, it lets the shape and the length of the top show really well. I just added some sandals and accessories. Boom. All these looks are from Utopia, who I want to thank for sponsoring today's video. Use code K for 18% off your purchase by clicking the link down below. I consider myself a shopper. Baby, I know how to shop. I love to shop. I know where to go to get what I need to get. I know who has the deals. I will search out a better price for the same. I'm a shopper. Part of why I stopped doing hair content and started doing fashion content is because I love clothes. I love to shop. I know where to go. So also, baby, this dress is very Ooh, I don't think you're ready for this jelly, baby. I'm glad I got this microphone. This is a cute little dress. So y'all see it's coming down. Y'all see them pounds coming down, baby. The 30 pounds had me in a chokehold. I have found some places that I think are going to be really easy go-tos. There's not too many. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 places that I feel like can become staples for you. You can go to these places. You can typically find what you want to find within your price range that you're willing to pay. And they're going to be cute, trendy pieces. And the quality is going to be decent to very, very, very good quality. So we don't want things that are giving Dollar General. We don't want that. And we don't want things that are going to be, you know, $1,500, $2,000 per piece. If that is your budget, that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But I'm trying to keep things kind of mid-range. And that is going to change for everybody. Because sometimes y'all be, can we get this for $20? Everything is not $19.99, baby. Ross from 2002 is gone. The way of the dodo bird. You got to let it go, baby. It's gone. Okay? But some people may be willing to pay $100 for a dress. Some people may be willing to pay $300 for a dress. And I think these places provide enough for everybody. So we're going to start off first of all with ASOS. Y'all know how I feel about ASOS. I call them my favorite step cousin because ASOS will have the pieces, but ASOS will also sell out of something or have only a size extra small and a size 200X left. You know how ASOS is, but I will say they're very good about restocking. You can also sign up to their email list and they will notify you when things are back in stock. So let's look at a couple of these other stores and then we're going to go to each of the stores I mentioned. I'm going to show you some of the pieces that I think make these places good for you to shop from, especially when we're talking about affordable summer trends that look a little more expensive than they actually are. So ASOS is a good one. And they run the gamut. These stores I'm mentioning, they tend to have multiple items. So they'll have dresses, tops, pants, shorts, shoes, some accessories. So they'll have everything. And if you mix all this up together, you can get you a cute little wardrobe going. So ASOS is a good one. We like ASOS sometimes. Next, I say Mango. And the other thing about this list is they have varying styles. So, you know, Mango tends to be a little more refined. They tend to have more traditional styles. They still offer a lot of trendy pieces. They are a fast fashion brand, whether people like the term or not, whatever. They are a fast fashion brand, but they do have things that tend to be a little more, I feel, age appropriate for what I think my demographic is, and things that tend to be a little more classic. So kind of like a classic cut two-piece summer set, a classic cut dress. They're not going to have things that are going to have you maybe not ready for the jelly. You know what I mean? And looking too youthful, too clubbish. So Mango is another really good one. They're going to have great dresses, great tops and pants. They're going to have great sets. Mango also has some really, really, really nice shoes almost always, and their bags and accessories tend to be very nice also. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I just posted a whole bunch of earrings I bought from Mango that were on sale. This is one pair of them, but their earrings were all 50% off, and Mango has some of the best costume jewelry, I think. out there. It looks nice. It looks classy. It tends to be of a good size, because sometimes you'll find really pretty earrings and they're like this small. I like a more of a statement earring. Doesn't always have to be this big, but a little more of a statement. Mango is a really good go-to. They're going to have those trendy pieces that look like the designer ones, and they're going to be good quality when it comes to their earrings and accessories and things like that. So if you haven't checked out Mango, they are having a sale right now too, so you might want to skedaddle on over there and look at the earrings I posted. I have one more pair coming. Mango's good. Now I'm going to give you another one maybe everybody's not as familiar with, but it's a really good one too. Meshki is a good brand. I should have put Dish in here too. We'll talk about Dish maybe in a different video, but Meshki is a really good one. They have very, very pretty dresses. They have very nice, trendy summer dresses, especially, I think. And they have good quality. The prices, they have a nice price range. They have pieces that are going to be standout, in my opinion. If you want something that's a little more va-va-voom and give it to the girls, they're going to give you that. If you want something that has a flowier, you know, kind of fit to it, they're going to give you that too. They have a lot of solid colored pieces, which I think works well for people who may not want something that's so standout. You can use your accessories, shoes, and bags, you know, to zhuzh it up. But they also do offer a lot of pretty prints as well. There's this one dress over there that is ooh, ooh, ooh. It's so nice. But Meshki is another good one, and they run the gamut. They have a lot of offerings. So I think that's one, like I said, that's not as familiar maybe to everybody, but check them out. And we're gonna look at pieces from all of these. I consider myself a shopper. Baby, I know how to shop. I love to shop. I know where to go to get what I need to get. I know who has the deals. I will search out a better price for the same. I'm a shopper. Part of why I stopped doing hair content and started doing fashion content is because I love clothes. I love to shop. I know where to go. So also, baby, this dress is very Ooh, I don't think you're ready for this jelly, baby. I'm glad I got this microphone. This is a cute little dress. So y'all see it's coming down. Y'all see them pounds coming down, baby. The 30 pounds had me in a chokehold. I have found some places that I think are going to be really easy go-tos. There's not too many. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 places that I feel like can become staples for you. You can go to these places. You can typically find what you want to find within your price range that you're willing to pay. And they're going to be cute, trendy pieces. And the quality is going to be decent to very, very, very good quality. So we don't want things that are giving Dollar General. We don't want that. And we don't want things that are going to be, you know, $1,500, $2,000 per piece. If that is your budget, that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But I'm trying to keep things kind of mid-range. And that is going to change for everybody. Because sometimes y'all be, can we get this for $20? Everything is not $19.99, baby. Ross from 2002 is gone. The way of the dodo bird. You got to let it go, baby. It's gone. Okay? But some people may be willing to pay $100 for a dress. Some people may be willing to pay $300 for a dress. And I think these places provide enough for everybody. So we're going to start off first of all with ASOS. Y'all know how I feel about ASOS. I call them my favorite step cousin because ASOS will have the pieces, but ASOS will also sell out of something or have only a size extra small and a size 200X left. You know how ASOS is, but I will say they're very good about restocking. You can also sign up to their email list and they will notify you when things are back in stock. So let's look at a couple of these other stores and then we're going to go to each of the stores I mentioned. I'm going to show you some of the pieces that I think make these places good for you to shop from, especially when we're talking about affordable summer trends that look a little more expensive than they actually are. So ASOS is a good one. And they run the gamut. These stores I'm mentioning, they tend to have multiple items. So they'll have dresses, tops, pants, shorts, shoes, some accessories. So they'll have everything. And if you mix all this up together, you can get you a cute little wardrobe going. So ASOS is a good one. We like ASOS. Next, I say Mango. And the other thing about this list is they have varying styles. So, you know, Mango tends to be a little more refined. They tend to have more traditional styles. They still offer a lot of trendy pieces. They are a fast fashion brand, whether people like the term or not, whatever. They are a fast fashion brand, but they do have things that tend to be a little more, I feel, age appropriate for what I think my demographic is, and things that tend to be a little more classic. So kind of like a classic cut 2-piece summer set, a classic cut dress. They're not going to have things that are going to have you maybe not ready for the jelly. You know what I mean? And looking too youthful, too clubbish. So Mango is another really good one. They're going to have great dresses, great tops and pants. They're gonna have great sets. Mango also has some really nice shoes, almost always, and their bags and accessories tend to be very nice also. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I just posted a whole bunch of earrings I bought from Mango that were on sale. This is one pair of them, but their earrings were all 50% off, and Mango has some of the best costume jewelry, I think, out there. It looks nice, it looks classy, it tends to be of a good size, because sometimes you'll find really pretty earrings and they're like this small. I like a more of a statement earring. Doesn't always have to be this big, but a little more of a statement. Mango is a really good go-to. They're going to have those trendy pieces that look like the designer ones, and they're going to be good quality when it comes to their earrings and accessories and things like that. So if you haven't checked out Mango, they are having a sale right now too, so you might want to skedaddle on over there and look at the earrings I posted. I have one more pair coming. Mango's good. Now I'm going to give you another one maybe everybody's not as familiar with, but it's a really good one too. Meshki is a good brand. I should have put Dish in here too. We'll talk about Dish maybe in a different video, but Meshki is a really good one. They have very pretty dresses. They have very nice trendy summer dresses, especially, I think. And they have good quality. The prices, they have a nice price range. They have pieces that are going to be standout, in my opinion. If you want something that's a little more va-va-voom and give it to the girls, they're going to give you that. If you want something that has a flowier, you know, kind of fit to it, they're going to give you that too. They have a lot of solid colored pieces, which I think works well for people who may not want something that's so standout. You can use your accessories, shoes, and bags, you know, to zhuzh it up. But they also do offer a lot of pretty prints as well. There's this one dress over there that is ooh. It's so nice. But Meshki is another good one, and they run the gamut. They have a lot of offerings. So I think that's one, like I said, that's not as familiar maybe to everybody, but check them out. And we're gonna look at pieces from all of these. Now y'all know the go-to. We can't leave out the go-to. Why? Because I mean, if it is, it is. And it is what it is. Zara. Y'all know Zara is gonna give you a blazer. Zara gonna give you some jeans. Zara gonna give you some trousers. Always. And Zara's gonna give you some, y'all see that fallen soldier? Zara's gonna give you some shoes. So we know Zara is a place that you can go and find those trendy pieces. Now I will say with Zara, they went through a phase where I felt like the quality fell off. I don't know if it was the remnants of, you know, the pandemia. I don't know what happened, but there was a phase where Zara's quality was boo-boo. I'm just being straightforward with you. It was not hitting like it used to be. I have pieces from Zara. Literally, I have had 10 years. I have pieces from Zara before people knew what Zara was. They would ask where I got a piece and I would say Zara, and they would say, what is that? So there was a time when Zara's quality was always going to be what it was going to be. It was very good quality. And then they just fell off. And then they kind of got into this phase of this kind of mix. It was hit or miss. You know, sometimes you get something and it feels like a paper towel, and then sometimes you get it and it's weighty, it's nice, it falls just right. I feel like now they are coming back into what we know as the old Zara. The pieces are hitting, the trends are there. The trends were kind of always there. The cuts that we want are back, the fabric. This is from Zara. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about Zara used to always have that quality. This thing is, look, I'm not trying, but you see how this collar is laying the way that it is? That's because the fabric is weighty. It's good. The shoulders are sitting the way that they're sitting because of the cut, the design of the dress. This is all like, if you guys could feel it, it's, you know what I mean? So Zara's going to give you shoes. They're going to give you a blazer. They're going to give you some jeans. You're always going to run the gamut. And the prices at Zara range. You can find a nice pair of those balloon trousers that everybody's wearing. They have 2 pairs of those. There's a pair that's $59.90. They're a little lighter weight. They're not as nice. And then there's the $99.90. So the $100 pair. Those are the ones that have really nice cuts that are kind of like perfect. They fall just right. The fabric is a little heavier. So again, you get a price range and you kind of get a range of options. Baby, options. I think it'll be easier if we break everything down by category. So starting at ASOS, we're going to do dresses, trousers, shorts, accessories, sandals. Like, we're going to go through it in categories. So first of all, what I think is really cute and a good example of why I said ASOS should be on your list of kind of go-to stores, they have this really pretty dress. This is perfect for summer. It's easy breezy. The colors pop. It looks trendy. It looks modern. This is called the Cotton Poplin Ruche Neck Maxi Sundress in chocolate and red stripes. I love that brown and red together. It's a little unexpected, super cute. Like I said, the neckline is real pretty. It's easy breezy, baby. You don't have to suck in. This dress is $80. So this is a really good example of why I put ASOS on this list. It moves well. It comes in many different color variations. It's just a good, easy place to go to find you a cute dress. You know what I mean? So this is the first one at ASOS in the dresses category. Also at ASOS, we're going to look at the pants because I think sometimes they really offer nice pants as well. So these are trousers. They're called the side pleat pants. This is part of a set, but you don't have to buy them together. I don't necessarily like the set together for summer. I think it's just a little too much fabric for summer, but these trousers are super nice. You could put these with a tank top with a nice flirty, girly, frilly top, you know, that's really pretty and feminine. You could put this with a button down, like a sleeveless button down, a lot of options. These pants are also $80. And this is a really good neutral color too. It's gonna work for summer. This can also work in the cooler months. If you put on the ankle booty with this and put black, like a black long sleeve button down, it could transition with you there as well. So this is a good one too. I like ASOS, I'm telling you, I like ASOS. And ASOS has this new line called Arrange, where their price point's a little higher, but the pieces are chef's kiss. If y'all want me to talk about that or showcase that, let me know and I'll do a video on the new like Arrange, I think is the name of the line that they carry now at ASOS. Now talking about shorts, ASOS has good shorts. They always have good shorts, and they always have good shorts that are trendy and they give you a little twist. Like they won't just be like the same type of short everybody else is offering. These are long line shorts is what they call them. I kind of call them like a Bermuda short. They're nice, relaxed, but they're definitely like a trouser style. They have a little pleating detail in the front, so they look a little more refined. And again, I think that's nice for versatility. You could dress these up or down. If you put a tank top with it in a flat like thong, leather thong, and a nice leather bag, it's gonna look casual. If you wanted to dress it up, of course, you could also dress it up. Some fancy jewelry, maybe like a gold bag, some high heels, it would still work there too. But these are in this nice olive color as well. Really, really pretty color. Again, that's going to transition easily, and you could put a lot of colors with this for summer. What you don't think about, you could put pink with this, and that is a really nice combo. That pink and olive works just kind of like that chocolate and red did in the first dress. Really nice. And this size range is 0 to 14, and they have all of these sizes in stock. So these are some good shorts. Easy go-to. Better than denim in terms of if you need to refine your look a little bit, but just as comfortable. Then accessories, I feel like ASOS has some great accessories, and part of that is because ASOS carries multiple lines. So they have Topshop, they'll have things from Mango on here sometimes. So it's not just ASOS as the brand in terms of what they offer. They do carry items from other brands as well, so that gives you an even better variety. But like this cute little clutch is very trendy right now. You guys have probably seen it. This is in the gold color, and it's just called the metallic heart clutch, but I do like it, and it's $56. They also have it in silver. You know, they have all of the colors. And the other good thing about ASOS, if you're shopping online, well, I guess that's the only place you could shop. They do have some brick and mortar stores, but I don't think very many. But if you scroll down, then they give you all those other options that are similar. So you may like this, but it may be one little thing about it you don't like. Just scroll down. They're going to keep it in the same price range as the item you're looking at, but then they will give you all the options. Now, when we talk about shoes and sandals, again, ASOS, now let me tell you, can be a little hit and miss. And we're going to talk about some things to look for to make sure you're not getting things that look too Dollar General in just a minute. But they can be a little hit or miss with the shoes, so be a little careful. Look at like the materials that they're made out of. Zoom in and really look at the seams and the sole and things like that. These are very cute. I think they're perfect for spring, very trendy too, and they're black, so they're going to be versatile in your wardrobe. These are the toe thong mid-heel mules, and like I was just saying, this is actually by Topshop. It's just carried at ASOS. I don't think Topshop is like a standalone brand anymore, but a lot of their things, if not all, are on ASOS. So this is a really cute shoe, and I think this comes in another color too. It does come in 2 colors, but I really like the black. I think it's probably the most versatile. And this is very cute, trendy, nice little price point, $65. You know what I mean? This is everything I've shown so far, I think has been under $100. So that's ASOS. You see the variety, you see the price point, you see the quality. We're going to move on now and look at everything that I think is really representative of what Mango has to offer. Okay, like I was saying, Mango's a little more, I would say, kind of classic style, but very trendy still. Is a little more grown. That's how we can say it. Mango's a little more grown. Baby, when I tell you this dress right here, this this is the dress of my dreams, y'all. This is my fantasy dress because I long to be a 1960s/70s housewife, Tupperware party having, Avon selling, he works and I don't, Cadillac in the driveway, matching settee housewife. And this is what this dress is giving me. Y'all know this whole 70s vibe is back. I love to love you, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is called the draped dress with 3/4 sleeves. I think it's perfect for summer. You get a lot of ventilation. You got a lot of places for air to flow in. I love the neckline. It's not giving too much, but it's giving you a tad. I like that little metallic detail. This color I also think is very nice. It's like a charcoal. It's not really a jet black. It's definitely not really gray. It's that really nice in between. So you could do silver jewelry with this. You could do gold jewelry with this. You can do multiple different styles of bags with this because it's so drapey. Love it, love it, love it. And it was $180. Right now it's on sale for $130. I told y'all Mango's having a sale. Y'all better skedaddle. But this is an example of why I put Mango on the list of stores that can be kind of on your go-to, you know, list, because Mango is going to give you something each and every time. So in the dress category, I just think this is a really good representation of the type of stuff they offer. When it comes to pants, they're going to do you good too. Mango and Zara are really like big sister, little sister, you know what I mean? Or cousins. They're really kind of in the same vein, sort of, along with, I would say maybe Mango and Zara are cousins and COS is maybe they auntie. You know what I mean? Because COS just steps it up just a tad more. They're all kind of in that same vein. But these are called straight line fit linen pants. I love a linen pant, obviously, for summer. It's perfect. This color is so pretty. It's blush. It's going to work with whites, with blacks, with grays. It's very, very nice, versatile summer color. I love the cut of the pants from Mango as well. They're always really nice. These pants used to be $140, now they're $90. The other thing I will say about Mango pants, because I have a couple pairs, they fit me perfectly, like waist, you know, hips, thighs, they fit nice. The only thing about Mango, kind of similar to Zara, the pants are long. I'm short, so when I say long, I'm speaking like just personally. The pants tend to be long. So if you are a bit taller, like 5'6", 5'7", you know, these probably would fit you perfectly. But for me, they're always a tad bit long, but it's not a deterrent for me because I can still always find something that works and find what I really need there. You can always get pants tailored. I'm accustomed to it because I'm, you know, vertically challenged. But this is, again, a good example and a good representation of the type of trouser and pant you can always kind of go to and find at Mango, no matter the season. I told y'all about the earrings, so we're going to talk about Mango accessories, which I touched on a bit before, but these earrings I love. They're called the resin pendant earrings. They're $20. They were $40. $40. Yes, they were. Everything is 50% off in terms of the earrings and some of the other accessories at Mango right now. I actually have these. These are substantial. They're very big and the quality is there. Let me show y'all. I brought out two pairs, but because I wanted to show y'all the quality. But you see how big they are? These are big. And they were $39.99 and now they're $19.99. So they're 50% off. But they are, I don't know if y'all can hear it clank. They're not like, you know, the little flimsy little Shein. They're very nice. They're very nice. And I don't know if you could tell or not, but this top part is like a marble. And then this is like a amber colored, here. This is like an amber colored resin on the bottom. But these are very nice. And what I also like about them is the back is gold. Here, I'm trying to do it. You see how they have that gold backing on it? So the quality, and these are my favorite of the pairs that I got. I have one more pair coming that might end up being my favorite, but so far, look at this. First of all, look at the size again. That's what I was saying, like they're gonna give you an earring. They have smaller ones too, but if you want an earring, they're gonna, and you hear it, this is not, this ain't no middle of the mall stuff, you know what I mean? And look at the quality. I don't know if y'all can see because my lights are kind of bright, but these are nice. Again, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you can see a better picture over there. This is what they're offering. And these were $45.99. Now they're $22.99. So I just wanted to touch on the accessories at Mango because I think they are always very, very good. They always have really good offerings and the quality is there. To pay $20 for these earrings, of this quality and of this size is a very good deal, and that's why Mango is on my list, and that's why I talk about their accessories so much, because they're always like this. This is like a constant for them. We're going to move on to shorts. We looked at trousers, we looked at dresses, accessories. So they have these straight linen Bermuda shorts. Obviously, again, back to linen for summer. It's going to be perfect, but these are nice. They have a nice cut. They have a nice fit. Like I said, the pants tend to be long, but for me, if I was to go for these shorts, they probably would be perfect because I never have to adjust like the waist, the thighs, or the butt with Mango's pants. If you get your size, once you learn what your size is in Mango, they always fit really, really nice. So these, I think, are just another good representation of the type of quality and the type of like trendy, stylish offerings they have. And this is just the shorts. And those shorts, by the way, were $60. Anyway, when it comes to shoes, Mango has some good shoes too. And I have featured them here and there when we've duped looks, but in particular, they always have really nice shoes. These I think are really, really pretty. I love the color of these. These are going to be perfect for summer. They're so nice and light, the color, even though it's this kind of like faux suede fabric. Obviously this is a sandal, so it's a summer shoe. This is called a suede sandal with funnel heel. These are not part of the sale, but these are $130, and I just think they're good. And that's another thing about Mango's shoes. The heel doesn't tend to be stiletto. You know, y'all know I like to be high up to the Lord. They tend to be kind of in that medium range. They're not meow meow, so I don't want to hear it. They're not giving kitten heels, but they're not stiletto. Like a Steve Madden is probably going to give stiletto most of the times if you get a high-heeled sandal. With Mango, I think it's, again, like I said, I think they're a little more grown woman, so that heel is still going to give you a nice height. The shoe's going to look sleek, but it's going to be like a mid-range heel, you know? A real cutesy, you know, a real cute little heel, a real cute little heel. So these are another example. Perfect summer sandal. Mango is going to be a go-to. So same categories with Meshki. I'm going to show you all the different ones. And don't be afraid of Meshki, because let me say this. It can look like, oh, it leans a little young. It really doesn't. You just have to know yourself, know your body, and know what you like. And you definitely are going to find something, because the looks, to me, they give classy. So I love this dress. This is an example of the type of dresses and things that they offer. It's called the Pia. It comes in 3 colors, but you see how pretty this is? It's just a nice, pretty summer dress. Now, Meshki's price point is more, they're not expensive, but it's not gonna probably be like $49.99. So this dress is $109, and it comes in baby pink, a blue, and then a black. And the size ranges are pretty good too. Like they go from extra, extra small to 3XL. So that's a really nice size range. But I just love the pleating on this, how at the top, the pleating is the same as the bottom up, because the top is gonna be stretched across you here. It looks like the pleating kind of fades and ombres in as you get down to the bottom, because the pleating is more defined. Just really pretty details like that is why I put them on the list of go-to stores, because they always offer stuff like this. It's really, really nice. It's a very, very pretty summer dress. And the bandeau, in my opinion, works for all different size committees. You know what I mean? Because you just stretch it across. It's a nice little elastic. You don't have to worry about it. If it's small, boom, you're good to go. If you got 2 people on your committee only, okay, no problem. If you have 29 people on your committee, it's still going to stretch and be comfortable when you get your appropriate size. So love this. And this is, like I said, just a good showing of the kind of dresses and things that they offer at Meshki. Now, when it comes to pants, I put these in here. I know these are jeans and they're denim, but this is, again, I'm trying to show y'all examples that really represent the store as a whole. Like you can always find this type of look. So these pants to me are perfect in terms of me showing you that. I love the detail on them, that deep kind of exaggerated pleat down the front. I think the cut of them is perfect. This is a nice pair of jeans. This is the type of jean you could definitely get away with in corporate America. If it's like casual Friday or like jeans Friday, you just put a nice crispy button down with it and a nice pointed toe, like heeled mule for summer. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And they come in this blue color. They also come in jet black, but this is just a good example, like I said, of the type of stuff they offer. A little different, trendy, you know, but still very nice. The quality is definitely there. These jeans are $139, and the size range for the pants go from 22 to, oh, that's not where it stops. Let's see. 22 to 36. So they have a good size range that they offer in most of their items too. I think their jewelry is very pretty. They have these really pretty gold earrings, which again is just an example of the type of stuff they offer. These are called the Ruel. They're $60, but these are again trendy, cute. We see this is kind of, you know, on trend right now. The big gold, the chunky, the kind of statement, like I said, that 70s vibe is here. So like a nice Floyd dress, the big statement earrings, they're in right now, and they have it. They have the trendy pieces. So these are very cute as well. I like these. And this type of trend to me is not so trendy that you can't wear it once the trend kind of dies down. Honestly, it's like an oversized pair of gold earrings, so you're still going to get your money's worth and be able to wear them. But for summer, baby, if you're bald-headed like me, or if you pull the hair back in that sleek, ooh, y'all hear that? Sound like twisted wind. It's raining so bad. Let me tell you something. Welcome to Florida, baby, because you hear that thunderstorm that just took my heart out. I promise you, in 42 minutes, the sun will be shining. In 42 minutes, the sun will be shining. People will be right at the beach. Anyway, if you pull that hair back in a sleek bun with these nice oversized earrings that are trending now, it's perfection. It's an easy go-to look. It is perfect for summer. It gives clean, fresh, and they have the pieces at Meshki right on trend. Now, when it comes to shorts, y'all gonna have to just excuse whatever Mother Nature's doing right now. Is so loud. It's raining so bad and thundering so bad. These are called the Piper shorts. I like these shorts. They're $109. They go from double extra small to 3XL as well in terms of the size range. I think they just are flirty and pretty and give us a little something. Back to what I was saying. They have these different offerings. They have the trends. They have the cute little pieces. They have things that are going to be good quality. These are an example of that. I looked really closely at like the zipper detailing, the pleating in the front, you know, the seam, how it's stitched. It's not going to be like puckering and things like that. So good quality, nice trendy pieces, good price range, and really, what do I want to say, like just pieces that are going to feel good and that you're going to be happy about purchasing. You're not going to get them and regret it. Now, I will tell you, Meshki doesn't have a lot of shoes, but they do have some, and the ones they have, very, very cute. These are called the Montgomery. Cute little beaded sandal for summer. I think this is like very trendy. You see it with like Cult Gaia, which is designer all the way down. Steve Madden has some offerings similar to this, and these are no different. These are right now $83. They're super cute. They come in 2 colors. I love that little ball detailing, and this is a good pair as well for ladies who don't like the super high heels, because these are low, but they're still giving you a little bit of height. They're still a sandal. They're still very trendy and pretty. And the base of the shoe is black, so it's still going to be versatile enough to work. It's not, again, it's not over the top trendy, but it is giving you a little, you know, like a dipping a toe in the pool of trendy. You know what I mean? It's a nice little easy little way to slide in. Those would be really cute with these earrings actually, but these are very pretty as well. So they do have shoes, not as much as some of the other brands that I talked about, but they do have shoes, and the shoes they have, super cute. Now we're going to do a quick little walkthrough of things that I think you should look out for in terms of finding affordable pieces that look a bit more expensive than they actually are, because it is important to know what to look for. You can find great deals at great prices, and you can find great prices in some raggedy pieces. So we want to avoid that, okay? I think these are good pointers, and they'll help you. So one thing I think is really important when you are shopping affordably is to look for fabric weight. The weight of the fabric makes a difference because it determines how the piece will lay on your body. Like I was telling y'all earlier about this dress, I have not had to make sure that the collar stay. I have not had to move anything. I've not had to adjust anything. If y'all look, I don't want to stand all the way up, but these pockets, you can see how they're like, everything is like in place. This fabric has a nice weight to it. Doesn't have to be wool and hot and heavy, but it does have enough weight to it to maintain the structure of the piece. And I think that's really important. So let me show you an example of just, and I know shopping online sometimes can be a little bit tricky. It can be a little deceiving, but you can still, once you get that eye for it, you'll know. So the pants I was telling y'all about at Zara, the pants that everybody loves, these in the yellow I have, and you can look at them and tell, and if you feel them, the weight of the fabric is why these pants, I think, are so popular, because they maintain that shape. The shape you see is not the model standing a certain way with her leg pushing it just to get the picture. The fabric is really, really good. Even the lighter weight version of the pant, the fabric is holding its shape. So that is important. It also matters around the buckle area, because when you have those zippers or buttons or clasps, if it's a really flimsy fabric, it's gonna pull, and you'll see that little bit of buckling. If you ever notice, like you see people on the red carpet sometimes and it's just so sleek and so perfect, those little details play a big part. So take into consideration the weight of the fabric. The next thing I think you should really pay attention to is structure, because again, you can get some really affordable pieces that look a hot mess, honey. We don't want to do that. Take into consideration the structure. Sometimes pieces are designed as, what do I want to say? They are inspired by a designer piece, but the designer piece is constructed in such a way that it fits the way the designer intended for it to fit. It maintains its shape. It sits the way it's supposed to sit, okay? All of that comes into play. And sometimes when those items are reproduced more affordably, you lose those elements. Not always though. A lot of times you can get it. Not always. So this top is at Zara. I have this top. When I tell you every one of those ruffles you see at the base of this top stays just like that. So that's what I mean by the structure. The same way I talked about earlier, like this. Baby, you can do whatever you want. This shoulder, that little bump there is not going anywhere. It is built into the piece. It's built into the dress. Same with this top. The ruffles on the sleeves of this top, they stay just like they are in this picture. I will say, when you're talking about structure and finding an item that is really constructed well, this is probably something that's going to come into play more so when you're shopping in person, because you can't tell from this photograph. I mean, they could have had pins and strings and, you know, fishing wire holding this shirt just so they could take the picture. So it can be really, really difficult online to tell, but this is something for sure. If you're shopping in store and you find an affordable item, take note of the structure. I wonder if I could show y'all that top. Do I have it? Hold on. Okay, this is the top. You see this? I don't know if y'all can see every fold. I'm gonna try to get closer. But every fold is just like you see on the photograph. It stays in place. It don't move like Gorilla Glue. Even the sleeves, the structure is there. And this part of it is a little stiffer, which is why it's able to maintain this shape like this. So this is just fabric, this part. This is all fabric. But here, it's a little stiffer. So whatever they use for this lining is why this garment holds its shape. Maybe there y'all can kind of see if I back up. You see, all those ruffles are there and they stay there even when you put it on. So that's what I mean when I say take into consideration structure. No harm, no foul, baby. I don't mean nothing by it, but I gotta tell you the truth. The print, the color, y'all gotta pay attention, because baby, that print can give 5 below, okay? So I think it's good to just understand what looks cheap and what looks nice. And it can cost $55,000 and look cheap. So let me show you an example of 2 different types of prints that I think are affordably priced. One good, one not so good. So this first one is at Mango. This is called the zebra print linen pant set. Beautiful, gorgeous, love it. Give me 14 of them. I love this print. It looks nice, it's trendy. It's kind of zebra, kind of rawr. So, you know, it's just some kind of animal print. We like it. It looks good. It works. Even with the 2 pieces together, it works. There's another, I should show y'all these. There's another print. I'm going to show you this. The reason I didn't put this one in here is because they don't have the top, and that was annoying me. But this is another example of a good print. This one looks really nice. It's bold. It's in your face. Obviously, this is a print, but you see how it looks nice. It does not look Dollar General. You could style it up perfectly. It looks as expensive as it looks, meaning someone could look at it and would not know whether you paid $59.99 or whether you paid $559.99. It's nice. This is giving me Sears and Roebuck. No ma'am, no ma'am. To me, this looks cheap. The colors, and there's nothing wrong with blush colors, but the colors look faded. They don't really blend well together, in my opinion. They're not the most cohesive. They're kind of like somebody just threw some colors together. The cut of this is not helping either because it's not the cutest, but, and then the fabric is also thin. No, no, no. And I'm saying no in terms of the context of this video, which is affordable summer pieces that look a bit more expensive than they actually are. This is an affordable piece. It does not look more expensive than it actually is. So when I'm saying no, that's what I'm saying no to. This is $27. It looks like it was 27 cents. This looks like one of those McCall's fabrics from back in the day that your mom used to get from Joann's and sew your baby doll some clothes. That's what this is giving. Next, I would say pay attention to texture. Texture can add a lot. It can also take away from a piece. So this is an example. This top is at Zara. I actually had this top and the pants to match when it first was released. I returned it because the top is not committee member friendly, but that's a whole nother issue with Zara in general. You see how this falls under her arm? That's because she don't have no projection. So the fabric just falls flat. If you got any kind of roundness, it's gonna protrude out and then it's gonna make that piece, that cut under the arm, buckle out. No. However, the texture of this was amazing. The quality of it was so good. It was nice. It was thick. The pants were very nice as well that matched with it. But we see the fringe. It's a nice fringe. It's not like giving runway, you know, Givenchy fringe where it's so much fringe you can not see anything else. But it's a nice, decent amount of fringe. It doesn't look like super see-through like they need their ends clipped. It's giving nice. And then there's a little strip of textured fabric as well that is adhering the fringe to the shirt. So that's what I mean by texture. Those little pieces, the fabric itself, it was giving kind of like a hemp kind of feel to the fabric. Then you have that little textured piece, then you have the fringe. All those together though all look nice. So pay attention to the texture. You've seen those tops that have the fringe, and baby, the fringe looks like Angelica's doll's hair from the Rugrats. Not good texture, not good texture. Not an affordable piece that looks more expensive than it actually is. Okay, let's dupe us some looks real quick. I think y'all like dupe looks. I want to always kind of keep that in there. So this first look, I think this is so cute. It's fun, it's flirty, it's perfect for summer. She's got this black, I don't know what this is. I thought it was a dress at first. Then when I look closely, I'm thinking it's a skirt and a top, but you get the vibe. Really frilly bottom and a nice solid black top. Or it's a dress, whatever. But what I love the most is this contrasting necklace that she has with it. I love how big the necklace is and how much of a statement piece it is. Even though the dress is doing a lot, I love that she paired it with a necklace that's also doing a lot. I think it can work if you do it the right way. And then she has these really pretty strappy black sandals to just kind of keep that simple at the bottom. We're going to do 2 color versions of this, and we're going to put us some little summer pops of color in here, make it a little fun. So follow me, follow me, follow me. I found this first dress, which we're going to do in blush, and then we're going to do a black version as well. This dress I found over here, pretty little thing, is $37, is on sale right now. Super cute, comes in sizes 00 to 10, and it's giving us that vibe. So we have like a button down style up top, and then the real frilly, flirty bottom. Now it is a little short. If that's not your thing, stay tuned. We're doing other looks, but this is very cute in this blush color. I love this. So we're going to just continue to style it and add our own little seasoned salt and twist to it. Now for the black version, I did find a dress that I think works. This is by the brand Lioness. I keep talking about this brand. They have cute pieces. This dress is at Nordstrom. It's also at Revolve. It's also at Shop. It's at a few different places. I will link them all below. I chose Nordstrom because Nordstrom had all the sizes in stock. The other stores didn't have all the sizes. They would have it on sale, but then they would only have like a double extra small. So other people have it, but this is where I chose to lay my stake. It's $100. It's called the Elements Long Sleeve Chiffon Mini Dress. And again, I think it gives us what we need. It has a little bit of a different style top, but you see it's kind of simple. And then we have the frilly skirt bottom. Now, I think for both looks, we're going to add this little pop of color with this statement necklace. Why? Because it works. It works both ways. So with the blush dress and the black dress, I like this turquoise necklace. This is over at Nordstrom. This is by this brand called, I think it's Atika or Etika. I'm not sure. This turquoise necklace is $120. It's called the triple strand turquoise and freshwater pearl pendant necklace. But you see how it's kind of stacked. So it's going to give us that same kind of dramatic vibe as what we saw in the inspiration photograph. Love that. It's super cute, but I thought we needed to add a little something to it. So by the same brand, they have like a longer necklace that also has this turquoise piece to it. It's called the layered wide necklace, and I think that would be pretty underneath because her necklace has some length to it. So I think we will get this stacked effect here and then a little bit of length. If you were to put both necklaces together, that would be really, really pretty. And again, this would go with the blush dress or the black dress. Now for the shoes, we're going to switch it up because the blush dress, we're going to do blush shoes. So over at Aldo, they have these shoes called the, oh baby, what? You see the shoe. These are in the blush color. They come in sizes 5 to 11. These are super cute. They have a little bit of crystallization on it, but I don't think it would take away from the look at all. And I think it will still work well, but I love the strappiness of the shoe. And then the ankle strap as well is really, really pretty. This is a good shoe for summer also. If you don't have a summer heel in this kind of a color, this is a really pretty one. Y'all know it wouldn't be a video if we didn't hop in the bed, go to your daddy house. So Steve Madden has this shoe called the Gypsy, and this is the black leather version of it. You know how Steve Madden names his shoes. This would obviously go with the black dress. So these are just a strappy heel. These are $110, and they are available in 8, 9, 10, 14 different colors. Oh, Jesus, not 14, Jesus. 10 different colors. I don't even know why I said 14. 10 different colors. The sizes range from 5 to 12. Just a nice black strappy heel. If you already have one, no worries. If you don't, this is a really cute one. You know, Steve Madden is always going to give you a black strappy heel. Now, when it comes to the bags, I wanted to get a blush bag for the blush one and then a different bag for the black one. So this bag is at Amazonia Scamazonia, aka Jeff Bezos' house. It's only $29. Let me tell y'all, I have this bag. Let me show you. Let me show you. I just ordered this bag for a different look that I'm putting together, but I was so pleasantly surprised. I was shocked. It's so nice. Try to get close so y'all can see the detail on it. And it's substantial. The back is flat, which I like. You know, it's just completely flat. And then all the detail is on the sides and the front. This bag is, I couldn't believe it was $28.99. Even this top part has a little detailing, you know, the same as the back. This is very nice. This is a real cute bag. And the light is washing it out, but it is like a peachy, it looks like it looks in the picture. A peachy color with this like marbling, a little touch of gold in there. This is very, very pretty. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've gotten a couple bags recently from Amazon. I need to do a video because they have some cute bags. You just gotta find the right seller. That's a good one. So that's gonna go with our blush version of this look. Now for the black version, we need us a cute little black bag. I thought this little bag with the little bubble handle was very cute. Also at Amazonia Scamazonia, it's $27.19. Comes in multiple colors, but we're gonna go for the black. I think that'd be really cute up against the black dress. We already got the pop of turquoise. We're gonna keep everything else simple. So there we have it. We have two color options. We have the cute little dresses with our little flirty bottoms. We have the necklace stack, right? We have two versions of shoes to go with each, and then we have two bags to go with each. Inspo and Arspo, Herspo and Arspo. Next, as soon as I saw this look, I was like, I'm duping this because I know the perfect shirt because I had seen these tops. So this is like this exaggerated like bubble sleeve top. So elegante. I think this is so pretty. She has these barrel cut pants with it. Crispy white, perfect for summer. I love the little pointed toe shoe she has on with that gold cap toe. I think those are YSL. And then she has the cute little, what do you call it? Like trunk bag or like kind of makeup case style bag. Really cute. This is a very simplistic look, but I think it's so classy and it looks so nice again for summer. If you look, she has the hair pulled back, baby, and the statement earrings. I'm telling you, that's the way to go. Super easy. The gold pulls into the gold in the shoe. Let's do it. First of all, we're going over here to Zara. Why? Because Zara has these pants. I have told y'all about the pants too. I'm just sick of telling y'all about the pants. The pants are the pants are the pants, okay? They are the moment. What Wendy Williams said, she is the moment. She's an icon, baby. The pants, that's why everybody has them. That's why people have them in multiple colors. That's why people have both versions. I have the $59 version and the $100 version. I think the $59 version is great for summer. They're a little lighter weight and they work really, really well. So these come in all the colors. We're going to get the white for this look. They're $60, $59.90. You know Zara and their dimes, but they come in multiple colors. Baby, I have the white, the taupe, the yellow, the black, the brown, the gray and white stripe. Ridiculous. 6 pairs of these pants, but they're that good. This top that Zara has is a great dupe for this look. And I will say I have seen the top in store in person. I touched it, I looked at it. I was going to get it, but that, I don't know, something about the shirt and my committee members, I was feeling like it wasn't going to look right on me. But the top is very nice. It looks just like it looks in the picture. And so this top is on sale. If y'all don't know, Zara's sale is going on right now. So this top was $80, but right now the top is marked down to $40. $40, baby. It's $39.95. And they do have it in the yellow color, which is what we're going to do. We're still going to do this exact same look. I'm just going to switch the colors up just a bit. So we're going to do the white pants with this yellow version of this bubble sleeve top. Super cute. Now for the shoe, I wanted to get something with that cap toe because I thought that was a really pretty touch. It just added a little something to an otherwise kind of plain look. But I couldn't find anything that was like a mule because it is summer. I didn't want to get a full-on pump. And then I couldn't find anything that was a decent, when I say decent, that was kind of like an affordable price because this is affordable summer looks. So what I did was I found this Tony Bianco sandal that still gives us a little bit of metallic, you know, feel at the tip. So this shoe is called the Motion. Is a Motion body you cannot get in. Motion white patent. I like these. They come in black as well. We're going to go for the white with our look. They come in sizes 5 to size, it says 5 to size 10. But they have that little bit of silver and it's going to show just past your toe. So it's going to give us that same kind of look as the cap toe that she has on. And then for the bag, I wanted to do that trunk style bag. I found this really cute bag over here at Kate Spade Outlet. It's pulling in the yellow, it's pulling in the white, and it also has silver hardware, which is perfect with the shoe that we just looked at. This is called the Heirloom Snake Vanity Bag. It was $329. It's on sale right now for $115. It's 65% off. It does also come in other colors as well. But for this look, I think this like light yellow, gray, silver, white, cream version works the best. It's going to be super cute. So there we have it. We have the pants, we have the top, we have our cute little shoes, and we have our little trunk bag. Inspo and Arspo, her spo and Arspo. Next, this is Kalana Barfield, honey, and she is always dressed to the nines. She gives it to the girls every time. So we're going to dupe this look to the best of our abilities. Baby, the shirt alone she has on is Tom Ford, honey. The shirt is like $2,000 or like $1,500. But we're going to do something very similar. I think this is great, great, great for summer. And I think we can do it affordably, but make it look a little bit more expensive than it actually is. So drapey top, real exaggerated statement piece, nice denim Bermuda short on. And then I love that she has this cute little white bag and the white shoe, the strappy heel. I just think that contrast is so nice. You see she has elevations on and a big hoop earring. So we're going to do our version of it. I am going to do 2 color variations. First of all, I found this top and I was like, I want it. I want it. Back to my housewife vibes, back to my 60s/70s housewife vibes. This is by Akira and it's called the Fly Away With Me blouse in chartreuse. I think this is such a nice statement summer top. The color is amazing, the draping of it, I think it's really pretty. This is $70 and they are having a sale right now, so it's an additional 20% off that $70, but I love this. I think it gives us the same kind of vibe. It's not asymmetrical in the way that hers is, but I think it gives the same type, it makes the same type of statement. Now for the off the shoulder drapey top that is more in line with what we see in the inspiration picture, this top is by J Lux Label. I've shown this top a few times, probably in the white, but at Bloomingdale's they have both colors. It also comes in this really pretty like icy blue color. The sizes range from extra small to extra large. It's very nice. If you don't want to do the blue, you can always definitely still do the white. It will work either way, but it's a very dramatic kind of like one shoulder cape top, which again is very 70s, which is very much on trend, and we love this. for another option, this top from Zara. It's called the asymmetric buckle dress. It's actually a dress. I have it though, and I've worn it. I wear it as a top because it gives that drama like a top, and for me it's a tad too short for a dress, and it's perfect. So again, Zara's having their sale. This top was $70, now it's $38, and it's very nice. The little buckle on the side is like this resin. It fits really well. It's very comfortable. I would say if you like it and you're thinking about it, I would say definitely get it, because the one that I have, I have it, and I really was a little hesitant, but as soon as I put it on and started, I was like, oh yeah, this works. It gives what you think it's gonna give. It does. And I think I showed this on my Instagram too, so you can see it over there styled. Now for the shorts, I went to Nordstrom. I wanted to put in here the Kalana Barfield shorts at Target, but baby, y'all be ready to fight about Target, and I don't know if she still has the shorts over there, so I just skipped it all together. She has a line at Target, and those shorts she's wearing in that photograph with that expensive Tom Ford top are her shorts from Target, but I found something similar. So it's like this denim short that kind of has a little, I don't know, has a little something to it. It kind of flares almost like, but a really nice, comfortable fit. These are by Topshop. They're $70. They're called the raw hem knee length denim barrel shorts. They're in this nice kind of lighter wash, and I think this works really well for what we're going for. Let me tell you the size ranges. These range from size 2 to size 16. So nice little denim short. Of course, you can wear this with a multitude of things for summer. I wanted us a cute little white bag like hers too. Also kind of like their trunk style, but not really. More of just a small top handle. But I found this really pretty bag over here at Coach Outlet. It's called the Rainer crossbody bag, and it's in this white color. I think it's really pretty. It has gold hardware, but it's just a really cute little fun bag. If you want this type of bag or this style bag, and you want it in like a neutral color, something that you're going to get your money's worth out of in terms of cost per wear, I think this is a really good choice. And this one is $179. It was $225. It does come in multiple colors. I personally like this one the best. It's called chalk white with gold hardware. That obviously, the white bag would go with the orange top. Okay, so the orange or the chartreuse top. So either that first green top I showed you or the orange top from Zara. Now, if you did the J Lux label top, you know, the one that is kind of like a cape one shoulder, if you was to do like the white top, you could do blue as well, but I say if you did the white top with the denim jeans, I will go with this bag. So this is, y'all know Shiny Crocodile, aka Bramine. This is at Belk, but I do like this bag. I'm talking mess, but I like the bag. I just think this is such a beautiful, vibrant shade of blue. And I think it works well with a lot of things, but particularly with denim. And then when you're talking about summertime, it's just such a nice pop that you could add to your outfit. And it comes also in like a fuchsia color, and then also like a camel color. To me, the blue is the prettiest. It stands out. This bag is $365, and it's called the Adrian Satchel. It comes in different sizes, but I think this size would work for what we're trying to recreate. Okay, so we need 2 sandals because we had 2 color versions going on. So we're going to Steve Madden's house, and we're going to look at these shoes. They're called the NAIROBI, and this is the white version. They're on sale right now for $100. They were $130. Steve Madden is also having a sale. These shoes come in sizes 5 to 12, and they're just an ankle wrap white pointed toe sandal, which is what we need. That's what she has on in the inspiration photograph. I would not wrap them all the way up my leg like that. I would wrap them just around the ankle. That's just me. Those white ones would obviously go with the white purse, so the little Coach bag. So if you did the orange top or the chartreuse top, if you did the blue with the Bramine bag, I would get the blue version of it. The same shoe is just in this cobalt blue, which I think is this blue. And I've seen this blue in person. I've seen this shoe in this color. There's something about this blue that just grabs your eye and just pops. It's so nice. It's so nice. Again, these are $100 marked down from $130. They're on sale right now, and they come in sizes 5 to 12 as well. I will tell you the blue is kind of selling. So the blue, they have sizes 6 to 9.5 available online. If there's a Steve Madden store near you, you could check in store, but online, those are the only colors they have in the blue. So if you're in that size range and you like the blue, and while it's on sale, you probably skedaddle. So there we have it. We have our top, we have our denim shorts, we have a cute little bag, and we have our sandals. Inspo and Arspo, Herspo and Arspo. Next. All right, y'all, let me know again down in the comments, what's the most you would pay for the perfect summer dress? I hope you enjoyed the video. Everything, as always, is linked down below in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, y'all, bye.